Yashwant Deshmukh, looked at from a data analytics perspective, in the hypothetical situation, if the Delhi CM ends up in jail like Manish Sisodia, Sanjay Singh and many others in the Aam Aadmi Party, will that lead to an erosion in the vote bank of the AAP, which isn't an ideologically committed vote bank? It's not like there's Hindutva which unites the voters. It comes together largely on class aspirations. Or do you think the Chief Minister actually gets public sympathy and it reinforces the AAP's message and statement? What's your reading, Yashwant Deshmukh?
Well, Rahul, I will only talk about the few data points and the conventional wisdom of political reactions that I have seen in last few decades at large. As far as Delhi numbers are concerned, Arvind Kejriwal's name has been consistently there in the top 5 chief ministers of Delhi all along in all our MOTN surveys. So largely speaking, Delhi voters per se have been showing high rating of Arvind Kejriwal. Now, corruption charges or his probability of being arrested, will that make a dent or not? That is something which we'll have to conduct fresh surveys in the tracker.
No. Don't dodge and duck my question. Of course, you'll conduct a fresh survey. Answer as best as you can from what you know at the moment about whether a possible arrest creates sympathy or does it erode vote bank? What's your best sense?
My conventional understanding of politics says that a political arrest largely results in a sympathy. You know, why I am saying so, that people who have been arrested or even convicted, Rahul, for that matter, Ashutosh named a couple of leaders, Jayalalitha, Lalu Yadav, their numbers largely have not only remained intact, they have kind of gone up. So sometimes, or largely most of the times, I have seen the leaders who have evaded or they have feared the arrest, their numbers have gone down largely, but otherwise these arrests or these interrogations, if you have a committed vote base, it kind of creates more or less a sympathy view. Now the question whether Aam Aadmi Party has a committed vote base or not, that is the largely question, that is to be asked. We will know how it reacts, but even the new party, idea of a new party, which I can compare up to, is AGP in.
Can I present a counter perspective, Ashutosh, to suggest that while conventional theory has been that you gain sympathy if there is political action against you by investigative agencies, and in many cases we've seen that. However, now we're in the attention economy where, because of social media, so much information overload, if you're out of sight, you're out of mind, which essentially suggests that, like let's say a Manish Sisodia is in jail or a Sanjay Singh is in jail, for a while it seems like a very emergent issue, and then later people forget because they get on to the next thing that's on Twitter or Facebook or on Instagram and aren't keeping that particular leader in mind. So unlike earlier when there was lesser information competition, now because of information competition, unless you're out there and seen, you may be forgotten. Is that something that concerns you?
Rahul, two things. First of all, I do not see that sympathy will add or delete anything for Aam Aadmi Party. I think it's going to be the status quo for two simple reasons. One, because the Supreme Court verdict on the bail of Manish Sisodia is very, very important, and that's why the ED has moved against Arvind Kejriwal, because everybody thought that this case is a frivolous case and Manish Sisodia will get bail. So there was a moral edge which Aam Aadmi Party had. You remember how the Supreme Court has said, where is the evidence? And just one approver will not suffice for everything else. But Supreme Court very categorically denied, and not only denied, but ensured also, I'm using the word ensured, that Manish Sisodia will remain in jail at least for another 3 to 4 years, 3 to 4 months. Still in this country, Supreme Court holds a lot of respect in the eyes of the people. Once the Supreme Court has denied bail in Manish Sisodia case, that's the most dangerous part for the Aam Aadmi Party. because it will be difficult for the Aam Aadmi Party to make people believe that this is a frivolous case and a false case.